right. Justin, what do you got to say for yourself?
Um, I don't have a whole lot. I'm trying. I just don't know what to do.
Grow up would be a good start.
I understand.
Tell me how you understand that. What does that mean to you to grow up?
To take responsibility for myself, to go out
Okay. So how do you
and find a
how do you
job.
start that?
Uh, Go out, find a job, figure out how to find somewhere to learn to drive, uh, figure out how to get an income and get myself under control, I guess.
What's your plan for the next 5 years? What do you see yourself doing? How do you get there?
I am honestly not sure right now.
Do you understand that after high school, you've got to be responsible for yourself? That there isn't anybody else that's out there that's going to do that for you? Do you understand that?
Yes,
You've been given a very big gift by being given an apartment and people that are working a lot of hours to try to find you opportunities to succeed. But it's very apparent to me that you've thrown it all away. Ms. Losi tried to help you with your financial aid and you couldn't be bothered with it. And then you learn that the school wants some money for you to go there and you just bail. We put you up in an apartment and you're so busy on your game that you can't be bothered to go out and get a job. I mean, 5 or 6 job applications in 3 weeks is ridiculous. I deal with on a regular basis with people that don't pay their child support and have to go out and get a job. And I tell them and a very easy limit is what I have. It's 10 a week, 10 a week, not 10 a month. And you haven't even done that. And yet I hear you're gaming. I get that gaming is a big thing now. All right. But you got bigger fish to fry, dude. You're going to lose your housing. You're going to lose everything that you've got unless you can show me that there's a reason I should keep you in this program. Why are we spending tens of thousands of dollars on you if you're not going to participate yourself? You understand that? Have you ever sat down and thought about how much money is being given to you? Why should the taxpayers do that? I'm sorry, Mr. Turner, I didn't hear an answer from you. Why should the taxpayers continue to give you money so that you can live?
I don't know.
Well, it seems to me you should know, or you should be saying, you're right, they don't need to. I can get out and live on my own. I can be an adult on my own because that's what you've asked to do. You didn't want to follow the rules at the previous place we put you, so here you are on your own. And you're still acting like a sponge instead of being a committed, solid citizen. You're still asking for people to pay for your benefits. It's not how the world works. All right. Mr. Sommerfeld, is there anything else that you would like to say?
Judge, I'd ask the court to adopt the goal of APLA. Uh, I know you might be saying, well, why is he saying that? Uh, the the department has benefits, for children that were in foster care. Uh, his rights to his father. Uh, he released. He did not lose the rights to his mother because he was too old at that time. But we're still giving him that opportunity, and I think the court got the message that I wanted you to get today, and really talk to this young person. And I think you made it clear that this is not, this is a great opportunity. I mean, I can't believe all the benefits that these children in these situations get. I would be like, man, I wish I had all that. But, I grew up with pretty good parents, but, and they told me to do all the right things, and that's why I'm here today. So, there's still time for him. Uh, this is not going to last forever. But I did speak with Miss Losi, and it troubled me that he, Mr. Turner, wanted, you know, Faith to do everything. It's like, well, I don't have to do that. You can do that, and then you can do this, and you can do that, and like the court said, that's not how the world works. So. Uh, I hope it doesn't get to the point where he just loses everything and then he really finds out how tough, life is, or he can like change his mind and say, you know what, I've had the wrong attitude here. I need to start taking some responsibility, and I need to, in the court's words, grow up. You're 18 now. And so if you want to live by your own rules, it's great. Hope you can do it. You've got some help right now, but get the right attitude and appreciate this opportunity, and then exploit it to the max so that it can give you the start that you need, that it will continue on with good attitudes and a work ethic so that you can go beyond 20 years old, and then you'll be equipped. So that's why we're asking to adopt the gold VAPLA, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Hansel?
Your Honor, I would just like to state to Justin, I think that the court's just pressing on you that we want you to care as much about yourself as the court cares about your success. And everybody here wants you to succeed, and it's frustrating. And as your attorney, it scares me that you have been somewhat delayed on seeking plans for yourself. But you're the only one who can do that. When people reach out to you and offer something, that the judge is correct, that's a small window of your life that people will be willing to do that. And after that, you're on your own. And so while you have those benefits, I hope that you are able to take advantage of that and sometimes do uncomfortable stuff, but get your ducks in order and look out for yourself, because you need to look out for yourself. Make sure that your future is viable, that you have something in your future. And I look at you today, and you're a good looking kid. I mean, you've got enough going for you. I think you graduated high school. So, I just would urge you, Justin, to take advantage of the services that are offered to you, and recognize that this court wants you to succeed. And that's why it would appear perhaps that the judge is a little hard on you today, or a lot hard on you today, is because he's concerned about your future. That's all I have, Judge. Thank you.
Justin, is there anything else that you want to tell me?
I want to try harder. I want to learn to try harder in the future and today. And I'm not sure what to say for myself in the past, but I'm going to try to get things done now.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That gives me some heart. I understand that you were a baseball player at Johannesburg Lewiston, and I know that they've had some good sports teams in the past. I wonder what your high school baseball coach would have said to you if he saw what you were doing now. I don't think that's the kind of effort that he would have asked of you on the baseball field. Am I right?
You're correct.
I'm a coach, or used to be a coach at the high school here in Gaylord. I've been one for 18 years. So I've seen an awful lot of young men get out of high school and suddenly they're adrift. They don't know what to do. They've always had a teacher or a coach or a parent or somebody saying, all right, here's where you need to be at. Here's what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. And they get to the spot that you're in and they just kind of can't handle the freedom. All right. So this is your wake up call. I'm going to give you 3 more months to show me that you can make an effort, that you can work hard at it. Okay. So we'll have a review hearing in 3 months. I am going to continue the benefits that you're receiving right now, mostly because I think that you'd be in a deep hole if you didn't have them, because you really don't have a clue what the real world is like. So it's time to, and I'm sorry that you had all of these difficult circumstances in your life that got you to here. But that doesn't change the fact that once you're out of high school, it's time to be a man. And a man has to figure out where he's going and what he's doing and how to get there. And you can't just sit back and say, oh, well, and I'll let the welfare system take care of me. It's not going to work. Okay, so you've got to get out there and hustle. You got to get out there and figure out what you're going to do. I don't expect you to have every answer in 3 months. I do expect you to be working your butt off. If you can't find a full-time job, I expect you to have 2 part-time jobs or maybe 3 part-time jobs, right? You better be working at a fast food place and working at McDonald's or working at a store someplace. You better be plowing snow or shoveling sidewalks, whatever it takes to do that stuff. That will show me that, all right, then he needs another 3 months to make sure that he can get a full-time job. But you got to be doing something. If you want to go back to school, that's a great idea. Get back in school. But you can't just sit out there and say, I'm going to find myself first and then I'll get a job. Then I'll get plan of where I'm going. That's not how it works. Okay. So I'm going to give you the benefits that you've had for another 3 months, but you're going to have to earn them now. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So I don't want to hear about any conversations that you have with Ms. Losey about, I can't do that, or you do that for me. I don't want her finding you job opportunities. It's great if she does, but that's not what you should be doing. You should be going out, pounding the streets, figuring out how to get there. You can ask her, hey, where do I look? Do you have resources that I could go to and apply for? But she's not supposed to bring it to you. All right. We will continue, Justin, under the jurisdiction of the court and referral to MDHHS for care, custody, and supervision. We will continue the goal of APLA, and we will have a review hearing in no less than 3 months. I expect you to have at least a job, if not multiple jobs, at the next court hearing. I expect you to have a plan for how you're going to pay for your apartment, whether you stay there or whether you go someplace else once this benefit runs out when you turn 20. I expect you to have a plan in place about what you're going to do for your school. And you need to be able to tell me all of those things when you get here next time. Do you understand all that? All right. Young man, I don't take the time to get hard on young men like yourself without believing that you can do it. If I just thought that you were a waste of time, I wouldn't waste my breath on you. I would simply end the program. Okay. But I believe that you've been dealt a bad hand and that you deserve the opportunity to make the most of what you can. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make it easy for you, because I don't think that anything in life that comes easy is worth having. The only things that are worth having are the things that you have to work at, that are hard to get. Then you have that sense of accomplishment once you get there. Okay, that's what I want to have for you. I want you to feel good about yourself. I want you to know that you can do things and that you can push yourself and succeed even if you don't know what's going to happen next. None of us do. None of us knows whether we're not going to wake up to an ice storm in the morning, or there's going to be an illness in our family that's going to affect us. None of us know that. So you got to be willing to put your faith out there and work hard at it and expect to be able to deal with it once it gets here. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
All right. I'll see you in 3 months. I want to see good things. Show me you can do it. All right. That's all for today.